Welcome D&D players again for session 3. Just going through the recap right now. You are all heading toward the guild hall for your requisition orders to get a couple horses, carriages, some equipment. There was a conversation that was spied on from your own party members that were, wanting to know more information about your kind of misdeeds and misdealings. Some people in the party don't trust each other yet, but hopefully we can get a merry band together, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yes, we will.
And then they cast it through their staff.
Okay. I want to get a staff like the staff from Onward, and I can put the crystal at the end of it.
Onward's such a good game.
I hope I have enough memory.
Alright, here we go.
Alright.
I should have deleted my memory.
Let's kiss ass and not make names.
Shut up, Gradle.
Alright. So right now you guys are back at the guild hall. You are currently getting your rec orders. So as you guys are going up to the desk again, the secretary was stamping some things, doing the kind of like paperwork for your rec orders, and they got more in. And you guys now have your equipment, so you got your longbow, longsword, and your dagger. Your carriage, and your horses are waiting outside. You have 2 horses for the carriage to pull, and you have 3 extra. So you have 5 horses.
Can I equip the 3 horses onto the carriage for more power?
No. It's only 2 carriage horses. Like, you can only use 2 horses on that carriage. You can't have more.
Okay.
No. I mean, if you were going to use a sled kind of like version of them, where it's like you're putting more on, it would take more weight, and you'd have to turn harder and sharper. I mean, you could do it. It's just if you're driving, it would be at disadvantage twice.
Okay.
Because you'd have.
What if I tie the horses to the carriage? Does that do anything to it?
I mean, I was saying, would other people be riding the horses?
No, they're going to be walking.
They're gonna be walking.
Flake's really unhappy now.
Okay. I mean, it's up to you.
I don't like being spied on.
You didn't know you were being spied on, though.
Even with the bird?
He knew you were being spied on.
Oh, so he knows.
But you don't know if the bird could translate anything. So it's like, oh, there's a bird!
Alright, so I guess we'll go outside and start putting our stuff in the...
Alright, so basically if you're outside the guild hall, trying to go through your stuff, are you giving him basically the equipment and stuff?
Yeah, I'm going to give him the long bow and the long sword. Are you more efficient in a long
also,
bow?
don't you have his backpack?
I have his
stuff?
backpack.
Okay.
And what did we get from?
We haven't done it yet.
Oh, we haven't.
Well, your rec
Are
orders.
you proficient
Yeah,
in
you were
that?
requisitioning
Oh, I'm
stuff.
sorry.
So you would get 2 healing potions each. So that you can put in there. It would be, I think, minor cure wounds potion. And then whatever extra equipment. So if you need just standard rope, torches, rations, basic supplies basically. So you can just put that as catch-all for right now.
Now,
I'll give you the
Lou
sword
did
and
tell
the
us that we would get more stuff if we beat the mountain.
Yes.
Alright.
Well, it wasn't technically the mountain. It was one of the
I'll give
higher
you that
initiates.
three.
That's true.
I
Kind of
did
like
do
an
that,
intermediate
according to my
level.
master.
That's true. I did beat
While
that
we're
guy.
out of
Yeah,
it.
yeah, you did beat that guy. You did get your holy water. So you got 5 vials of holy water for you. The extra things that you would acquire is actually extra basic supplies. I know this is going to sound really tedious, so you get at least a month's worth of supplies just in case. But also, there was a potential. I need a percentage roll from both of you. So that's a D100 and a D10. Tell me what the result is. I'm rolling against the fate die.
92. I don't know if that's good or not.
A D100?
Yes.
Yeah, plus a D, plus a D10.
Oh, wow.
Basically 2d10.
67.
Okay. So you will get a +1 equipment.
Any +1 equipment?
Specifically shield. And you would get a +1 mace.
Longsword.
I can't even use shield.
I rolled it with the fate die. You got the lower end. He got the higher end.
It's working that way with the girl at their guild as well.
Huh?
I said it's working that way with the girl at the guild as well.
Yeah.
Well, what was
No,
it?
I'm doing
fair,
good with her.
To be fair, we're both doing about the same.
Same. I know. She's not really interested in people. Like, she just wants fights. That's basically it.
I know how to swoo her.
Yeah, you just woo her.
Fight.
You are starting to. You are about, I think, 20 pounds off from being over encumbered.
20 pounds off.
From being over
For
encumbered.
having too much weight.
It's near.
I mean, we're about to put the stuff on the cart anyway.
I'm just letting you
If I use
know.
the shield, I'm now
If you're carrying his
be
stuff
at
plus your
21.
spear plus longbow, stuff like that.
Yeah, we're putting the stuff in the cart.
Goddamn
Just
great
hold
sword.
your weapons on you. We can stack it in the carriage.
Well, remember, a spear is fucking huge.
He has a spear?
Yeah, you
Yes.
gave me a spear.
Yes.
Yep.
How much can I
Spear is huge. A short spear is like this, and you can walk with it. A spear is like think of like a
Javelin,
fucking
sense.
no, not longer than javelin.
Wow.
You can hit a person from 10 feet away with a
It's
spear.
like a Yip Man kind of.
Yeah, it's just
Alright,
like
cool.
like
I
you.
mean, put all in the carriage anyways, though.
Um,
That's what it's for.
But yeah, so you guys are grouping out at the guild hall, kind of getting equipped and everything. So +1 shield and +1 mace.
Would you say that while we have been doing this, if we would have taken a short rest?
Currently you have not taken a short rest. Because this is all in one tangent of a line that you're continuing going.
I'm sure we can rest before we leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I was
Yeah.
assuming, that you guys are going to rest before you leave and head out probably at first light or something like that. Because it is getting a little bit darker now. It's about 6 to 7, so it's about evening.
Hey God, how many arrows did you give dude over here?
Standard is only 20.
So you got 20 arrows.
Because that's kind of important for a bow. Otherwise, I'm pretty freaking useless.
Did you
Cast
get
magic
any,
and shoot magic.
Gradle, did you get any
should have
requisitions,
people with a
orders from your guild or no?
No, I did not.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Can I go ahead and requisition a long sword?
He has a longsword.
Okay, but I want one from my guild.
But I want one from mine.
I mean, you can. It would just take it a little bit longer again because you requisition request.
I mean, we are waiting till first light anyway.
So if you want to, yeah. So I'm guessing that you guys are going to go either back to your guild, or are you going to rest at a camp outside for first light?
I'm gonna portal into my guild.
I think it would be safer to go back to our guilds and rest, and then meet back at the guild hall, the main guild hall.
Well, like all your carriages are you putting your stuff in the carriage, and that's why I'm like asking. Are you guys trying to head out for like just outside the thing and starting in camp, get to know each other a little bit better, more, or are you just trying to just separate, wait for first light, then head out?
I'm following Cal's lead.
Same master.
You can sleep on the floor in my room.
He can't.
He can't, so he has to stay in the main. You can sleep in the carriage.
I'm
Oh
okay with
my
that.
god.
Alright.
I'll spin the carriage. I'll just keep the stuff guarded.
It's probably safer.
Seriously.
Okay, so you're just gonna defend the carriage basically.
I will be defending the carriage.
All right, so it'll be outside the guild hall. The carriage will be fastened to a hitch, plus the 3 other horses.
We haven't decided what we want to do with these horses.
Yep. Also, you would be heading back to your guild as well to tell them that you found some people. And then if you guys are going back, you can requisition a longsword. And make a note of everything that you're requisitioning, because it will come back. If you do not return these items, you will have to pay for them.
He don't care. He has like 200 gold.
Right.
I have 300 gold now.
Oh shit, 300. He's
So
balling.
I've read the longbow, the sword and the dagger. That's it, right?
And
Oh, and the
And potions.
two potions count. I gotta return the potions.
No, the money that they're loaning you for the potions, you have to do either a alchemy value or of equal value. So you have to trade potion for potion, or be like, hey, I found some alchemy components, you know, stuff like that. Because requisitions are not free, even though they're, you know, the guild. You're not
It's like
technically in
lending.
the guild. You are initiates
So
trying
it's
to get.
lending.
Yeah, it's
I'm in
literally.
debt.
You are lending.
It's
You
like
are.
life.
You are basically yeah.
Sounds like college.
And two potions.
Yep. So, but I will continue. If you guys are going to go to sleep, I will talk to Gradle.
I
This
want
week.
to talk to Zane.
Zane again. All right, I will get you two. But for everybody else, you're gonna just go to sleep, basically, and guard.
Oh, it's nighttime?
It will be going to nighttime. Yep. And you guys will be going back to your rooms then. Nothing else because you're requisitioning an additional item, so I'll just forgo everything else then. So Gradle, you're going back to your
Yes.
guild, and you meet your superior. He's kind of flustered still. He's sitting by the hearth in a chair, just mulling over his own thoughts. You can just hear mumbles and some kind of just scratching on kind of like ink on paper, just kind of scratching some notes. Do you want to approach your guildmaster and tell him, or do you just want to go to sleep for the night?
I just go to sleep.
Okay.
Fuck that guy.
All right.
I'm not the fuck with a junk guy.
All right, cool. So then you're just going to sleep, and I'm going to go to Alistair. Zane,
Yeah.
basically, he's not in his room again. He left a note.
Where's he at?
Headmaster's quarters. He's going to be there all night.
I don't sleep anyways. Is one of my things.
You meditate, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to do? You do have minor alchemical components in your room, so I'll give you these three options. You have a chance to try and brew a potion. It will be a low chance because you're not proficient in it. 2, you can sleep. 3, you can try and go over and research some of the spells.
I
So
don't research spells.
okay. I need a D100.
Is that this one?
D100 plus a D10. And you're rolling against the fate die.
Alright.
Okay.
29?
Okay. You're going through your spells and trying to pick out a few things. Nothing's really coming to mind at the moment. You're focusing on basically trying to master your spells and trying to get an additional cantrip or spell slot. You don't succeed.
That fucking sucks.
Yep. Sorry.
Alright.
But that's basically all you can do that night. So you meditate for the rest for a short rest.
Alright, cool.
Alright.
Hopefully I catch Zane in the morning.
And we will go for your short rest, basically, or we can just go for an 8-hour rest. Because short rest will be until probably, it's right now 9 o'clock, I would say, because you guys have been getting stuff, requisitioning stuff, going back to your guild. It takes a little bit of time. So if you're doing a short rest, that's technically 4 hours, so it would be like almost 1 in the morning, about 2 in the morning. So do you want to go for a full 8 for a long rest, or do you want to do a short rest?
Probably just do a long rest. Yeah.
Do a long rest? Okay. I need you to roll a perception check.
Perception.
So it'll be a D20 plus your wisdom modifier.
Trying to get to it, sorry.
No, you're good. If you don't know,
You said, what was it, perception?
perception.
So D20?
D20 plus your wisdom modifier, and it should be plus 3.
Correctamungus. 16 plus 3, 19.
Okay. So you do notice people around the guild hall. Kind of, you hear some voices. So you kind of like wake up a little bit because you didn't need to rest too much, but you start listening in. You start hearing shady voices and saying, "Hey, we should probably go join his army. Like that's probably the plan because they're gonna hit here next. They're on their way to the north. He's gonna try and recruit some people from the guild. Might as well just go join him now. Maybe we'll get rich along the way." Do you keep listening, or do you want to interrupt?
I want to keep listening.
Okay. I need another perception check. At disadvantage this time.
So what would be disadvantage?
You're rolling 2d20s, and you take the lowest.
11.
Okay. Plus your wisdom?
3. So 13.
14.
14.
So you keep listening in, and they're kind of still walking by, and that's why, like, they're kind of getting farther away, but you can still hear another guy's like, "Yeah, well, remember, it's a week away. It's going to take us a while to get there. I don't think a lot of the initiates know how to get there." And so they start kind of talking and mumbling again. You want to continue listening.
I want to interrupt and find out what they're talking about.
So you're going to get out of the carriage.
I'm going to get out of the carriage and ask them what they are talking about.
So
exactly.
as you open the carriage from behind, you see they're about like 30 feet away.
He gone. He gonna die.
So
Someone's losing a slave today.
are you going to try and sneak up, or are you going to try and approach and be like,
Approach.
Okay.
Okay. To actually approach them, ask them just a question.
okay, so as you start getting out of the carriage, they hearing creaking and stuff. They turn around and they have a torch with them, and they're like, "Who's there?"
Just your
Got me.
local friendly neighborhood slave.
And they all look at each other. Who are you?
That's not important. What's important is what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Roll a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
17 plus 3, 20.
I nat 1, so they're just like, "All right, we
persuasive.
we believe you." It's like, yeah, we don't need to. Are you one of the initiates too?
No, as I said before, friendly neighborhood slave. I don't belong to anyone except for my master.
Huh. Okay. Well, right now, Dragathun, he's massing an army, and he's making his way toward the north. It's been about almost a year, and he's been winning the fight. A lot of the exiled clan of orcs have been coming up from the south and taking some small villages and actually starting to encamp there and just taking them over. Nothing really too concerning, but
I heard you say they were about a week away from here. You said, are they gonna attack or?
no, they are trying to continue north, but that's what we've been hearing. We don't know if they're going to attack here or try and recruit anybody, but we just thought it would be a good idea to join immediately. Just because why not? We can go take the north and find our riches, and maybe we can get a hold or new recruits and, join his army and probably get paid a lot better. Remember, we haven't even been initiated in the guild. And another one speaks up. It's like, well, my guild kicked me out anyways, so it doesn't really matter.
So you guys have no people to go to.
Well, I'm with, one of them tells you that they're from the Order of the Gauntlet. And then another one's from the Lord Alliances. And the other one that got kicked out was from the Zentarum. He didn't know a lot of magic, and so it was more or less cast out of there.
I feel that, my friend. I feel that 100%.
But yeah, so there's like, yeah, it's about a week's journey. We wrecked orders to get some supplies, and we're going to head there and just use those supplies and just join up with the army. So, do you want to join us?
No, unfortunately, I have to stay over with the carriage and guard everything, which I have done horribly at.
Oh God!
You idiot!
All right. One man kind of looks at the other guy, kind of with some shady eyes, and kind of steps up to you, like, looks like he's gonna intimidate you. I need a. Let's see, insight versus intimidation. So
For me.
your insight, and I'll.
Insight?
Yep, your insight.
10 plus 3.
All right. He kind of walks up to you and said, "These supplies." Grabs you and takes you like this. Where are they?
Behind you, about 50 feet towards the guild.
Guild. Which guild? The guild hall?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay. He succeeded, so you have to tell him exactly where it
I'm gonna beat your ass in the morning.
Where's the supplies?
Someone behind me 30 feet away.
That carriage over there, and he points.
And I have to tell him? Yeah.
Alright, so he's like, "Are you sure you don't want to join us?" Alright. Well, we're going to take some of your supplies if that's okay. Maybe a few horses.
What?
It's not okay.
No. Back, Toby.
Intimidation roll versus your insight roll at disadvantage.
7.
What'd you get?
This junior
So
league.
much
No, what did you get?
I got a 7 as my lowest.
Okay, plus.
3 so 10.
Okay, cool. I beat you by 1.
Oh, no wonder.
No, we're gonna take just half of your supplies and probably just 2 of your horses, if that's okay.
How many of them are there?
There's 5. So there's 2 in the carriage and there's 3 hitched up that you said, and you cannot resist this. He's like, "We're gonna take 2 of the horses."
Okay.
They're gonna go mosey over. They're gonna take half your supplies, so basically you're gonna lose half your supply rations for the.
So half of whatever's there.
Uh-huh.
Great.
What you put everything in there.
Half. I'm gonna just put a big old half sign and draw an arrow down my equipment. You are in trouble.
So you are at half rations, half torches. You keep your bedrolls if you had any. Mostly they just took the food and kind of like extra belongings. But that's basically it. They did take your chest though, and they took your crowbar. Let's see. They took your.
You taking all that off? Whatever you're.
That's what I'm guessing he put them in. Let's see. So. Removing all the minor steel, removing the rope, removing the oil flask, removing your spear, removing your stakes, your tinderbox, half your torches.
It's okay, you can't be mad about it yet. You don't even know about it.
Your water skin.
I will.
He's preparing for that.
So you're only at 5 torches now. You lost your water skin.
Just keep.
Your manacles. And your longsword.
No.
You had a flask of holy water, your holy symbol, and your hammers.
Cool.
Let's get the carriage still.
Oh, and half your rations. So you're at
5 again?
5. You're at 5.
I can't believe you.
I'm sure you could if you would try it.
I'm about to disown you
I'm already disowned.
again.
Oh, it's so nice to get a full night's rest and know that all of our stuff is safe.
I even got like an hour and a half of like prayer in before I went to sleep.
Nice.
It was so great.
I get so good at
So
persuading. I'm very
I
bad
have
at
taken
negotiating.
away your inventory. You can refresh your page.
Already have it.
Just a blank.
Oh, there's stuff there still.
I know, I just-
There's still stuff there. But yeah, just letting you know. So Alistair, you should not have anything equipped to you.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay. Well, it's still in your equipment.
Is it?
Yeah. But your backpack, you keep that. Your chest is gone. Your crowbar's gone.
Chest, crowbar,
Your common clothes are kept.
my page reset.
All your daggers are gone. Your hammer. Holy symbol, holy water.
Hold on, my page like freaked out.
It's okay. I'm on it. That's why I'm
you're
doing
doing
it.
it?
I'm
Alright.
doing it for you. Just removing everything that you don't need.
I
Yep,
hope
that
you find them.
you might. You don't know.
In which case, I can show you the hand I have.
Oh, you're going to die for the stuff back, or we're going to get it back.
I'm gonna die for it.
All right.
Fail. I'm sorry.
All right. So whatever's in your, so just refresh your page, and whatever's in yours is what he is currently holding in the carriage.
Well, on the bright side, nothing will hold back the horses now. A lot less weight.
You
All
are
right.
gonna be holding
It'll
back
be
the
the thing
horses
we're leaving
either.
you behind too.
So are you going? So
So I have a longbow.
you gave to him, remember?
Yeah.
So it would be removed and given to him.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can remove that.
carriage.
Anyways, so you've lost 2 of your horses. You only have 3 left. But anyways, are you going back to the carriage and sleeping?
I might as well. What, the hell,
Okay.
what else do I have to go for?
All right, cool.
Well, damn it, I want to shoot you too, but I can't.
All right. Anyways, so we're gonna go to the morning. It's about the break of dawn, more or less. You can actually hear Zane in his study.
I get up and go to Zane's study.
Okay.
He sounds angry because I think he had.
He doesn't even know yet.
Yeah, I don't know. He had a dream. He knows what's happening. He had a dream.
So Zane is kind of still going at it, scratching paper, and just
I just knock on the door.
uh,
Is there a door?
yeah, it's kind of partially open.
So I just knock and tell him it's me.
Oh, Alistair, what is it that you need?
We are heading out this morning.
Oh,
So to go on that 2-week journey.
okay.
I do have some questions,
Oh,
as I found out yesterday.
what questions do you have?
We have a numbering system, and I'm number 42. Could you tell me what the numbering system is?
That's none of your. I mean, you're an initiate, and just really none of your concern.
Is a high number good or bad?
Roll an insight check.
Roll an insight. Oh,
Where is it? So it's +3. 8.
Dude, you suck.
8 total.
Yeah.
Okay. He kind of looks at you and is like, well, it's really to evaluate status and potential, like, who's gonna die first through the trials. So 42 is like an average number.
What do the trials consist of?
He kind of looks back at his paper and starts shuffling things. And well, you're a good initiate. Maybe I should at least give you some advantage. I mean, 42. So the trials are 3 tests for most of the magicians here and warriors or anybody that's entering here. You have to go through 3 treacherous trials. The first one is trial by mind.
Trial by mind?
Trial by mind. I don't know the full description of it because every year they change it. But the last one, man, that last one. Whew. I don't think we ventured his mind exploding, but yeah. But he's a good servant, though. Igor, where are you? And you just hear a small door just creak open from like the corner of the room, and he just comes out, and yeah, you call? I had a nightmare again. It's like, yes, I was just showing you to one of the possible initiates to the guild. Like, oh, good.
Can I speak to Igor?
Yeah, I mean, if you really want to, he's kind of rattled. It's like, yes, master, I know I'm rattled. I'm sorry.
He was in the trials last year or last time.
Yes, a mind flayer got a hold of him, and
Yeah, I'm not gonna speak to him.
yeah, it was bad. We didn't really think of the implications of actually having a
I'm gonna
mind
ask him
flayer.
one question though. I'm gonna ask Igor one question.
Sure. Yeah.
If he has any advice about the trials, did he only make it to the mine trial and then he was done?
What trial?
Okay. Bye.
Oh,
Master or Zane, can you put him back in?
yes,
His
you
home.
can go back to your okay. No clean? No cleaning right now. We're fine. Okay. And so he just slips back into the door. I mean, you could terribly see, like, he's just, like, riddled with, like,
Distraught.
scratches.
Mhm.
His nails were, like, yellow long.
Mhm.
Almost like gangrene was almost every inch of him. A ratted cloths for his clothing. Literally hair, like,
Still look like
withering. Withering hair kind of falling out, almost like balding.
Okay.
A little bit of a hunchback, but is a gnome.
Igor is a gnome.
Yes. And so he just went back into his small little cubbyhole and shut the door. And then all of a sudden you hear just a wailing scream. I need you to roll at disadvantage to see if you're frightened.
12.
At disadvantage.
So another one.
Yeah.
Take the lower.
Take the lowest.
1.
Oh, no. You immediately just like, I'm leaving, bye, and you just shut the door. Just like are scared.
Screaming.
And Zane's like, oh,
My master's a
another
pussy.
one's not gonna make it.
So I only know the trial by mind.
Yep. But yeah, you slammed the door and left, and you could hear him just, and you can hear like a scratch piece of paper mark, and it's like 56.
Alright, I make a portal and go back to the
All right. Gradle, as you're coming down your guild hall, you see your superior kind of slumped over on the chair, kind of the paper writing in hands, just the fire just dwindling out. No one else is around right now. Everybody has left early. But do you want to go and do anything? Do you want to wake him up? Do you want to look at the piece of paper? Or did Dylan freeze?
No, he's moving.
He's moving. What do you want to do?
fucking. It's just like you. Suck at the dice.
I think the rogue froze.
Man.
Rip the rogue for a second.
Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties. The rogue is actually hidden.
The rogue's watching porn.
I mean, I would be too. Anyways, we'll continue on that tangent in a second. So you guys wake up in your guild. You are just normally awoken. You're in your guild. Nothing seems to be going on wrong. So, Dylan, are you back with us?
Yep. Yes, I'm here.
Okay, cool. What do you want to do?
What do I want to do?
Yes, I told you that you were coming down in your guild. No one was there. It looked like everybody left. Your superior right now, he is still at his chair. It seems to be like the ink well spilt over the piece of paper right there. The fire is out. He's kind of in sleeping. Do you want to go wake him up? Do you want to go look at the note? What do you want to do? Or you just want to leave?
I want to go look at the note.
Alright. I need to do a stealth check.
A stealth check with a d20.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, fuck, that's not good.
It can't be a 1.
Yes, it can.
It's a 6 in total.
Okay. Well, I had a nat 20, so as you try and go look, leering for the note, he stammers awake. He's like, ah, great! And he kind of just like folds the paper really quickly and puts it in his pocket. And he's like, what news did you just get in? What time is it? Is it morning?
It is sunrise.
Oh, I must have been up all night. Did you find out anything? Did you get us help?
Yes, I found us four worthy accolades to bring along with me on this journey.
Good. Good. Well, remember, let me know where I have to requisition the payments to which guilds, and after you complete the task, of course, and I will happily do it. Just want to make sure that it gets done. Oh, my head.
Are they all the help that we'll get?
For now, that's what help you're getting. That's all you could get as of now. You could acquire more people on the way to ask for help.
Gotcha. Is there something I should know about this mission?
Remind me of what you're doing?
We are heading north to the High Moors.
Oh.
Go face against Dargathon.
Oh, yeah,
Dargathon!
yes, that's his name. Can you, just hold, give me a second. Yes, you're just going to the High Moors to get, just to see his encampment and see how strong he is, and, help, the dwarf, what's his name?
Are you talking about, Thun?
Thun? Yes, that, our friendly man, he was very good acquaintance with us, the Harper's Guild, and we have to help him with the alliance.
I see.
He's now just fallen asleep.
Oh, can I try again to steal that note? Or did he stuff it in?
He stuffed it in his pocket. You can try and steal it now. You have to do another stealth check at disadvantage.
We're gonna try again.
Alright. Disadvantage.
So 2d20s, right?
2d20s. Take the lowest one, then add your skill.
Okay, so take the lowest one between him and the skill. Got it.
Yep.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Y'all are rolling like me.
The lowest roll is a 4, and so it's an 8 in total.
Alright. You dig around in his pockets, and he's like, he kind of pushes you away lightly. Do you continue, or do you not?
Can I swap the letter for a piece of paper or something else?
You could try.
Fuck it.
I would need another. I would need a.
A death check.
This isn't for a grocery list.
A performance check.
A performance check.
Yep.
Just a regular just a straight D20 roll.
Yep.
Okay. It's a 17.
17.
Yes.
All right. You kind of, instead of like trying to swap the piece of paper, you kind of talk to him and be like, "This is just a dream. Don't worry about it. You're dreaming of merry things, of merry men, of your guild being full again." And he just kind of stops pushing you away, and he kind of just lays there. Now give me a sleight of hand roll with advantage.
Okay.
Literally
So
one of those
two
pieces.
D20s with advantage. Okay.
He get
You don't speak.
The highest thing we got was a 16.
Okay, plus your sleight of hand?
It's 16 in total, yes.
Okay. So you grab the piece of parchment and just, it's kind of a little bit crumpled up, a little bit of ink stains, but you grab it. Are you going to open it there, or are you going to just take it with you and leave?
Take it with me and leave.
Okay. So you just leave the guild. Are you opening it now on the way, or like
I'll
go?
hold on to it.
Just hold on to it. Okay.
Yeah.
just rubbing it in his pocket.
All right, back to you guys. So you guys are just waking up in your dorm. Nothing seems to be going on. It's very, very early. It seems like a lot of people are still asleep. Rooms are still, doors closed. Since it's kind of like a dormitory where you two are in the same room, it's just, but you guys can go walk out the dormitory if you want. You can go try and find Lou, or do you want to go just straight to guild hall? Whatever you guys want to do.
I have
Hello,
everything.
Cowsley.
I have everything I need, so.
I do as well.
Actually, let's go talk to Lou real quick.
Okay.
You really want to get banged by
So, Lou is kind of like her door's shut, and it says "Do not disturb." But you can just hear loud snoring, just like a bear, like almost hibernating. Just and just like breathing so heavily, just like just wrong. Yeah.
Who we want to sleep with?
Yes.
So I mean, you also still you can go to the temple, or you guys can go to the fighting play, or guys can go down and have a meal really quickly, or because it's around 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'll talk to Cal and split off and head to the temple.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna leave a note for Lou and just saying that we're gonna be heading out for the next couple
You
weeks.
kind of slip it under their door. Okay. Are you heading out to the guild hall then while he's going, or are you
I'll wait
intending?
for him outside of the temple.
Okay. So you are going to the temple, and you see that a lot of the priests and clergymen are meditating, and just like you can just hear them chanting hymns, just into almost kind of like to themselves, but you just hear a chorus kind of get louder and louder, and then slowly go down, and they get louder again, slowly, kind of fading in and out with the chanting. And a lot of them are near separate candles of different gods, but you see the main helm is, way in the back.
I try to quietly walk towards the helm section.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
Be very sneaky.
17.
All right. So basically, you're quiet enough to go, but now I need you to make an athletics check.
Oh.
Basically, oh, sorry, no. It is acrobatics. My bad. Acrobatics check.
It's the same thing.
But at disadvantage. So you are concealing yourself. That you're trying to be slow and everything. But
Fair.
Dang it.
Oh.
Oh.
9.
You rolled a 20 on this.
I know.
So you are stealthy enough, and you sneak past everybody, and you're just quiet enough where you're just, all right, cool. Nobody heard me. I can get there because it's early morning. I'm not interrupting the hymns and the chanting. So you get up to basically where the Helm's altar is. You see the main clergyman of Helm. He's just kind of prostrated and just bowing, and then like coming up again and chanting a little bit, and then bowing again, and then it's like, Kel,
Zen.
Zen. My bad. Zen. Zen, I heard you coming.
I just.
And you can still see him doing the same exact
I would
thing.
expect nothing less of a priest of Helm.
Oh, well, Helm always tells of her good followers' comings and goings.
I'm sorry. Your name escapes me.
Do you not remember your old clergyman? And he kind of like turns around and stands up, and you can see he's very, very old. Very old. Almost wrinkled and withered. Pope hat, basically. Very, very big. You can see his staff of Helm, just as he's coming up, and he turns around and it's like, do you not remember your old miser?
I apologize. I did not recognize you. With the hat.
Atom, for Christ's sake. I mean, Helm's sake.
Is that Adam or
Yeah, that was
Adam.
810?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's in-
Adam.
It's in the
A-D-A-M.
Okay. Yeah.
Adam. You can just have him the high priest of Helm.
Yeah. That's what I offer a slight bow of reverence.
None needed, and he just pops you on the head.
Your strength is still impressive.
Don't lie to me. I'm just a weak old man. And he kind of just scurries up to you really quick, and he's like, what be your intrusion on the grounds today?
I just wanted to pray a little bit and check in. I'm going on a mission very soon, in fact. I was hoping for a little extra spiritual guidance and maybe a little extra prayer.
I see, young one. Yes, well, we can pray to Almighty Helm together. So I'll give you two choices. You can either do your own roll of a d20 with no advantages, or you can have me roll the fate die.
Ooh. I haven't done a fate die yet today, I don't think so. I'll let you roll the fate die.
All right. He kind of holds over you as you're kind of prostrating and bowing. Oh, Helm, please hear us. Be his journey swift, and all the guidance in the world to answer all. Let him know what is to come and what will become of him and his. Are you traveling with anybody?
Yes. One of them is my best friend, Cal. The others I do not know as well. One of them has a stinky robe. The other one appears to be very connected to him. And the other one, I did just learn his name, and you see me like searching,
Yeah.
but I have forgotten.
I will tell you, you know this knowledge. It is Gradle.
No, I do, but I was hoping to just forget. Okay.
it
And I
is-
remembered
it-
last second I go, oh, Gradle.
It is no knowledge, so I cannot give you the forgetfulness. So he's like, all right, with the one with the stinky robe and the attached body to him, and Gretel and his longtime friend Kel. Let them all be in your reverence today. Something determining something will happen down the line. So you'll put an inspiration on your character sheet, so I know that you have been fated. Also, somebody else has been fated. I don't remember who. Was it Gradle?
That was me.
Okay. Alright. Just want to make sure. Alright. But he's like, please go in reverence to Helm, and just know that she will hear you always through me, because I am, of course, the highest order here.
I give another bow, and I'll try to again leave the temple stealthily.
Yeah, are you forgetting something?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Kiss his hand. I forgot. Okay, so I kind of like
the
roll my
rings.
eyes. I grab and I give his ring some kisses.
You gotta actually kiss his hand. You can't just hit one.
Thank you.
Older man.
And Helm has heard you, and he bonks you on the head. It's like, now go!
Religious walks. I love
But
What?
the chanting, they're still in their solemn state, but you still can get out of there, so it's fine.
Yeah, I'll join Cal.
All right, so all of you are heading back to the guild hall. You ported there, obviously, so you're going to the carriage first. Yeah, unfortunately. So you are still sleeping currently.
Oh God.
Because remember, you were awake and then you went back to sleep.
I thought I'd be up by now. Man, come on, my guy sleeps too late.
Well, no, you woke up like halfway through, basically like listening to people, and you're like, oh no, and then you're like, oh, I'm gonna go back to sleep now.
So it's oh no, and then oh no, and then even more oh
Yeah,
no.
so you're still asleep. Alistair, you awake. So you're at your carriage and everything. You're
carriage,
you,
and I am confused.
you see that there's horses missing. Only the stagecoach horses are still there, the carriage horses, and then there's still one there, but you see two missing.
I opened the carriage door. and
It's a
Oh, okay.
yeah. It's so think of like the old
Okay.
carriages, like the
wheel
wool.
cover wagon.
Yeah.
Okay, so I opened that.
You
up.
just see him sleeping, and you see a lot of stuff missing.
I am angry, and I punch him in the face.
Oh, punch me! All right, make a attack roll at advantage because he is prone and he is
So what do I see my?
so unarmed strike.
Mm-hmm.
That's you get plus. I'm looking at it right now.
Okay. Yeah, just I'll roll and then we go from there. 15.
Roll again.
Oh my gosh. Someone's getting their ass kicked.
9. So
Okay.
15. Plus.
You hit him with such fury. You take no damage.
Yeah, I'm weak, but still.
Oh yeah, no, you just punch him right in the face, and he kind of just like stammers awake, but he doesn't seem to be hurt by it at all.
Where's our stuff?
I'm just letting you know, Jared, for this point on, and if you try and do anything unarmed damage, you are at a -1 strength, so
Yeah.
you actually do 0 damage with your unarmed strikes.
So am I able to react to what he just did?
No, you were just surprised awake, and you're just like, ah!
It's like a fly landed on you.
Hold up.
Yeah.
What was that?
Where is our stuff?
He's basically like Mr. Burns.
Where are the other horses at? And then everything else that was in here.
Did you see the fly?
Are you trying to just dissuade him from the course of what he
Yes,
just said?
I am trying to.
Deception versus insight. So insight, Jared. Deception.
All right, so mine was persuasion, or what was it?
Deception.
Deception.
Deception. Plus 5. 20.
Nat?
Outside, yeah.
Yeah.
25.
All right,
I
Jared.
failed to match it.
You are so dissuaded by you probably thought there was a fly on his face and you punched at it. Just immediately stopped conversations like that. That's what I was doing. There was a fly in your face and you were asleep. I was trying to get it. You just super dissuaded. You just forgot the whole conversation that you were just trying to have. You were not even angry.
But I'm still in the carriage,
You are in the carriage.
and I look around and still see half of my shit.
You think that everything's there.
Really?
You are so dissuaded by everything because you're just
Alright.
like, all right.
Alright, bullshit.
Hold on. Now, after that, I tell him, no, but seriously, your stuff is actually gone.
Do you actually
I'm
tell
actually
him?
going to tell him that after a minute, like, sarcastically.
So he's telling you that stuff is missing.
What's exactly missing? It looks like it all seems to be here.
I'm going to go with a lot of stuff, and I'm pretty sure if we go find the people with our newfound teammates, maybe we can probably get it all back, because I do know what guild they were going to.
Where are they
from.
going?
Or from, sorry.
Where are they from?
The Gauntlet dudes.
The Gauntlet people took our stuff?
So
But it was not our allies that we have been
That we're going with?
Yeah, so maybe they can
So
help us
other
get it back.
Gauntlet people. They don't really like us too much because I'm in this environment.
I mean, they haven't killed you yet.
Yeah, it would be a distance fight, it would be a long range fight, but that's besides the point. They don't really like me.
Maybe they'll like us enough to still join with them, but enough to help us out getting our stuff, because I'm pretty sure that they don't want us.
Well, we're helping the Harvard's Guild in the first place, not the Gauntlet people.
We can always wait and find out.
Yeah, do that. Find out.
all right. So are you guys just having this conversation and waiting basically there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Gradle, you're actually the next one that would be at the guild hall. So are you going to straight to the carriages, or are you going to do anything? Are you going to have a meal first, or?
I would like a meal. I want to eat, yes.
Okay. It would just be 1 silver at one of the booths at the guild hall.
I only have gold pieces. How am I gonna? I have to overpay.
No, you don't. They can give you change. Or you can go to the secretary and exchange currency.
How many silver pieces is one gold piece?
It tells you on D&D.
Tells you?
Yep.
I should pass this.
You have 15 gold currently. A silver piece is 10 copper.
That's one of my spells. Blindness and deafness.
And then 5 silver pieces is electrum. And then 10 silver pieces is gold.
How come I might not be hungry doing after all this math?
So 1 gold piece is 10 silver pieces.
I stay the north with members.
Well, that's fine then. Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, so just minus 1 of your gold and just add 9 silvers.
I can't roll good for shit. I can't roll good for it.
So you have your meal. Are you gonna try and attempt to read the note while you're eating, or are you just gonna? Okay.
Roll 2.
So as you're eating your meal, you kind of unravel the note that was crumbled up. A lot of ink blots and ink stains are kind of getting a lot of the message. But you see like the midsection and the start of it. It's like, "Dear ink blot," and then just like some staggering like illegible writing, and then it's like, make sure that my son gets both, and then just more ink blots and staggering writing that doesn't seem very legible, and then as you like continue reading, it's kind of more or less like a note to someone that you have no idea any knowledge about or any knowledge of your superior know about, but you do see another name on it. The name is Aerith.
Aerith from Final Fantasy.
No. But it is her name is Aerith.
Sounds
Is it
hot.
spelled A-E-R?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Sounds hot.
The coincidence is unreal in your voice.
But you just see that Aerith, the home in, and you see it says the Northern Hold. So it's basically just a note hoping that, as much as you can glean from it, it's a note about his son and this woman Aerith at the Northern Hold. That's basically all you can glean from it.
Okay.
Yep. So, but that's it. I mean, and then you guys, what are you guys doing? You guys appear at the guild hall now as well.
You want a little to eat before we leave?
I could go for a bite.
1 silver piece at any one of the booths. The same for you guys if you wanted to go and eat before you can leave.
I'll go get me something to eat.
All right, you can go do that 1 silver piece.
Alright, cool. So remove that.
Yep.
Who did give me that? I definitely would have given it to him.
10 silver for 1 gold, right?
Yep, 10 silver for every 1 gold.
Alright, I'm gonna take a silver and pink it. The turkey leg stand.
Oh, okay.
Grab me some turkey leg.
Yep. All right.
I'll
So
do
you,
this.
yeah,
I'll try to do the same.
you just mess up.
Yes.
Do you want to try and do the same thing?
Yes, let me try and do the same.
All right. Let's see. I would want a performance check.
Yes. -3.
Oh no.
Roll the 20.
11.
All right. Let's see if it can go up. You like are just like do the same thing. Like you see it, and you're just like, are you doing it toward the same turkey stand?
Yes.
Okay. And you're just like, ha! And just apparently your aim is not true at all. It just seemed like just go straight past the bowl, like rims it for a second, goes boom, and straight into one of like the dishes that's been dished up for another customer, and then one of the waitresses is lifting it and going kind of to a table.
I kind of bow my head in shame, and I walk up to the turkey stand. I take out another piece of silver and just drop it.
Drop it. Okay, cool. So your meal will be 2 silvers. Apparently, someone just like, hey, just like pulls out and just like looks and just.
I look over at Cal and it's like, oh, I wish I could be that lucky. Silver piece in my food.
One day.
One day.
It was just apparently he had just got a free meal. But anyway, so you guys now group back up at the carriage. You will probably suffer from exhaustion just because you haven't eaten anything. If you don't eat anything in the next couple hours, so you might have to either eat a ration or.
I think you said they took half our rations, so
Yes.
while he's in there, I'm gonna eat the rest of the half the rations that we have left because he doesn't.
5 days worth of food?
Yes,
You're gonna eat
I'm
5 days?
starving. Oh no, I said it's 0.5.
Wait, you forgot that big Dobie.
Are you gonna eat all 5 rations?
You said there's only 0.5.
No, there's only 5 rations left.
Oh, 5. I'm just gonna eat one.
Okay. So you have 4 rations left. So mark that there's only 4 rations left.
I think it's true.
Are you trying to attempt to hide any of the dishes into like the bushes or anything? Or
Yes.
okay. Give me a sleight of hand and then a survival check.
You are a terrible slave.
Sleight of hand and survival.
Yep.
Sleight of hand is 6 plus 4, 10. And
Okay.
then survival is 1 plus 5.
That's nat 1, so okay. We'll see how this turns out when Jerry gets back. So right now, as you guys gather up, apparently, like you all saw each other, were kind of eating, and so you're just like, hey, and going back to the carriage. And so you guys meet back up the carriage. There's just a bunch of like squirrels and rabbits and just apparently, and they seem to be dragging out like a ration tray from a bush, and like he's just sitting in the carriage. Just,
Archimedes is gonna fly over and just take one of those squirrels and just start gnawing its head.
all right, cool.
That's epic.
Completely fine.
I turn over to Alistair and say, "Oh no, it looks like the animals have gotten into your carriage."
Wait, they're inside of our carriage?
No, they were outside into a
I'm
bush.
just making a judgment because there's food all over the place.
No. I'm out here. Do I hear you say that, or do I not hear you say that?
Oh, you're in the carriage. Are you guys around the carriage, or are you like in the doorway?
We're coming up to the carriage.
Yeah, they're coming up to the carriage, so they're a little bit of distance away.
But I see the animals, correct?
Yeah, you
I
see
them
a
eating
swarm
food.
of animals
And they're
just
eating food
eating
around
a ration tray.
Okay, that's what okay.
Of like there was like a rabbit pulling a ration tray out of a bush, and just like animals were eating at it.
My statement stands.
That seems to be it. Let me go check on the carriage.
All right, how are you sitting in the carriage, or
I'm just there, just chilling.
are you like is the latch down and your like feet are over the latch and
Yeah.
the carriage door open? And you're just
Everything's
like,
open,
You're like, are
everything's-
you can see them and you're waving at them, kind of. Okay, cool.
Are there crumbs on his shirt?
Yeah, there's crumbs on your shirt. I'm so sorry, 'cause I
You
rolled
ate the
so
ra- you ate
high.
the ration?
No, I'm a good servant.
Now, how'd the animals outside get the food?
There's
You
something there.
All right,
Oh, I didn't
all
say
right.
anybody.
Persuasion versus deception. Persuasion,
I'm
Jared.
gonna lose.
Deception, Eric.
8 plus 5.
20.
Is that a 20?
Natural?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Damn it.
You are telling him straight what you did. Just exactly how it is. So you tell him what you did.
You didn't let me eat, so I just took a ration.
And what did you do with it?
I hid it afterwards.
And then what happened?
I sat there nonchalantly, just enjoying it.
And?
What else did I do?
Apparently the animals.
I didn't do any animals.
No.
Oh.
Apparently the animals got to the tray that I hid in the bush.
Oh, yeah. Those are the animals I befriended.
Can I cast blindness and deafness on him as punishment?
I am going to say you can, but here's the thing: are you willing to waste spell slots for it?
Go ahead. Do it, Jared. Waste spell slots.
He needs to be punished somehow. -1 is not going to do anything.
I will let you, if you want to, really want to, you can waste 1 spell slot to cast
And I have
blindness or
how many?
deafness.
4 or 2?
You have 2 level 2 spell slots.
So it'll stay as a slot as long as it's still on him.
No, like you cast a spell and it uses one of your spell slots for the day.
Of the day.
Yes.
And we're just starting the journey.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, what could happen in one day?
Can I kick him in the shin
Go for it.
with my -1?
You can
for
kick him in the shin.
I'm so bad. I don't have 1 strength.
You gotta like hit him with the blunt end of your dagger.
He doesn't have any daggers. They
I
took
have
them all.
daggers.
They took them all.
Give me your weapons now.
I don't have any weapons.
You do. You have your longbow.
Give me the bow.
I'm just gonna put this down my back real quickly. What weapons?
Sleight of hand, Derek.
Good God.
3.
Fucking dick.
You see him put it behind him.
I take them.
All right. Are you letting him do it
I'm
willingly?
gonna let him do it.
All right. Cool.
And then I thump him with the bow.
Okay. Roll a d20 on
Melee
attack.
with a bow.
9.
What's your AC?
More than 9. Oh, he doesn't have any armor.
AC, what did I find that?
Oh, his AC.
Yeah. It will be on your character sheet. Give me a second. I will look it up for you. It should be 14 because you are currently wearing armor.
Oh, armor? Oh, yeah, armor class. I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, 14.
Okay. You bash at him and nothing happens.
Alright, cool. I'm physically retarded.
No, it's just you just don't do damage. Physical attacks.
Yeah, I know.
Don't do anything.
And I don't want to waste a spell on his retardedness.
Now after he thumps me, am I able to? Am I still able to talk? He hasn't cast. A spell.
You are free actually.
Yeah, I
to
didn't
talk
cast
to
a
him.
spell. I decided to hit you with the bow.
So besides that fly running into my face, guys, I got some help. Lots of great stuff last night. I got some information. If that will help with you guys helping us.
What kind of help do you need?
A couple of guys came and robbed me last night after I was trying to overhear what they were talking about, some kind of invasion.
Oh.
You knew this
So
because he
the
told you.
invasion that we all know about?
Yeah.
Is that the information that you're
Probably they said something about orcs.
Was the orc's name Dargathon?
Probably
Known information, yes.
what God said.
Even I'm just gonna look over to the Dark Lord and just like this guy.
That's all I can find.
Alright.
Do you know where they went?
As far as I know, they're just leaving camp and just going north, and they're probably gonna reach you within a week.
Yeah.
You have no knowledge.
You know.
Do you want to
No,
know?
I thought you said they told
No,
me that
you
they
know.
would be there.
Yes. Do you want to know the location?
Yes.
Do you want to try and remember the location?
Yes.
All right.
Let's try to remember the location.
Straight intelligence roll.
Intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 2, 14. So, Jesus, I'm stupid.
You know it's going to be a week's journey, and you know it takes 2 weeks to get to where Dargathon's at. So it's a week's journey to an encampment that he has. But you don't know specifically, but it is near the southern woods of Calm.
That's where the orcs are?
One of the encampments.
So you tell them.
Yeah.
I guess because I remember, yes. I know because I was there.
So by this time Archimedes has flown back
Yeah.
to my shoulder and he just slurps down a tail. Just like a noodle.
Yeah. Of a squirrel.
Yes.
Just kind of a little hairball puff afterward.
And then I pull out a little like handkerchief and just wipe it.
Alright.
So, any chance to help us?
Well, it seems in line with our goals. I don't see why not.
We can't have more people joining.
Oh, no, we don't want
Cause.
I'll get them to join me. They can join our cause.
Or we can kill them.
I like killing them.
Same thing. I was gonna
Wait,
do
what?
that. Same thing.
What do you think, Gradle?
I thought he wasn't with us.
He's over there.
Gradle, what do you think? Also,
I think
Jared.
he should be punished as well because he's a doofus.
You're not the leader.
Well, they're talking about the
One of the people we're
going
trying
to
to
find the people encamping
really
there
killed them all.
at the
Keep
southern
on, as long
woods.
as I get to kill one.
Alright, that's fine.
Jared.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna follow him.
I need you to roll.
Me?
Yes.
What am I rolling
A
for?
wisdom saving throw.
Why?
Oh,
Question God.
7 plus, I think plus 1. Wow, we'll struggle. Is WIS wisdom?
Yep.
So 8 in total.
Okay. You are pulled through a portal.
Oh God.
Zane, you appear in Zane's study.
Awesome.
He's just like, so you guys just all see just a portal up here, a hand reach out and whoop, pull him in, just sporadically. It's like, sorry, headmaster wanted me to let you know something. What were you doing? I saw there was a couple of people.
We're getting ready to leave for our 2-week.
Good. Caught you just in time. Igor, where are you?
Can I laugh when he comes in?
Igor kind of just comes back out of the door
I
and
just do a light chuckle.
just a light joke. He's like, yes. Go fetch the parchment. He's like, yes, and he instantly clicks his fingers and just disappears. Just
When can I learn this, Zane? I need this.
it's like 56.
Yeah, that's me. 56.
Okay. Maybe. Just listen. But no. We just heard some news. A couple of the Zentarum guild members were just slaughtered in Dragathon's army. They were just mass slaughtered.
Wow. So what does that mean for us?
Hide, and he kind of takes your signet off and he puts it in his a little pouch and he's like, just make sure nobody knows you're from the Zentarum.
Okay. Can I get new clothes then? I've been wearing this old smelly robe for a while.
He doesn't want to get it.
I mean, you do go to the washroom and clean them, don't you?
Didn't know we had one. I haven't really left the border areas but to eat and go to the guild hall.
You feel a small tug on your rope. There's nothing there, but you just see a tugging at your robe. And he's like, Igor, un yourself, and it's like, oh, and he's like, and he holds up a little parchment to you.
I'm gonna read it.
It was sealed.
Oh, it's sealed? Okay, I'm not gonna read it. Who am I giving this to?
One of the survivors of the Zentarum there witnessed the masses, and he contacted me. He was very worried, so send this to him. You'll recognize him, and he describes this man in kind of a fashion where he's has very dark leather armor.
What's his name?
Very dark leather armor.
That's his name?
With gold kind of trimming all around his cloaks and garb. And he doesn't seem like he has a hood over his face, how he describes it, and you'll know him by his eyes.
Alright, is he the 2 weeks out where we're going to?
He's should be around there, maybe a little bit shorter. I don't know, but he's kind of watching them in the distance. He just saw all of the tents burn overnight and all of our people slaughtered. There was about 5,000 people killed from this entire guild. So also available information for you. Literally 5,000 of the rankings in Tarum that joined and to help were slaughtered just as a casualty overnight for don't know why. But the ranks of Dragathorn grew a lot smaller. So.
Alright, so he's not in an encampment or anything?
No, he's just, you'll know him by his eyes and his garb.
Alright, Is there anything else you want me to do? You just want me to give him this parchment?
Yeah, make sure nobody sees that.
I'll tuck it away. Can you give me something to conceal it with? Or do you want me to just keep it on my person?
Just keep it on your person.
Seems like that's so well-planned.
But just make sure nobody sees it.
Alright. I'll tie it to my thigh.
Alright. You can, he gives you kind of a little band and you can
I'll tie it to my thigh.
Alright, cool. But Igor is like, is that all, man? It's like, yes. Also, just make extra sure that you don't let anybody know you're from the Centaur. Alright, and he kind of, a portal opens and he's like, alright, on with you, and he just pushes you out.
Alright.
He appears back with you guys again.
Oh, you're back.
Yes, I'm back.
Do
How long is it gone?
Just like 5 minutes.
Do I notice that his thing's gone?
Why are you paying that much attention?
He's
That's
smelling
perception
wrong.
check.
Yeah, you're really. What do you expect?
I mean, you're passive, no, but if you want to try and perceive if anything's different, you can try.
I mean, considering he just like disappeared and reappeared, I think yes.
Okay, perception check.
Stealth or what do I do?
Perception.
Perception. Let's see. That is a 13.
Nope.
Nope.
You see nothing's changed.
So while you were gone, I realized you have a few less horses than last week.
Yep. It's his fault.
That's what I was
No, well,
gonna ask you.
he told you about
Ah.
everything. Yep.
Yeah, that
This
was.
guy.
Yeah, that's why he was asking if you guys would help get the stuff back. We're also missing half the stuff that was in the carriage.
You chose this guy.
Yep.
Okay.
Like a Pokemon.
I go up to Eric, kind of pull out my mostly eaten turkey leg, and just kind of hand it to him for next time.
I'll keep it.
Alright. It will, in like an hour, it'll be back.
Am I full?
Huh?
Am I full from the ration day?
Currently, you ate a full day ration, so yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think I can eat another bite.
So I'm going.
Don't give him a no until 5 more days.
I'm going to proceed to tell everybody to let my known guild associations to don't let anybody know what guild I'm with currently.
Is there a reason why?
That's just what my quartermaster told me. He was just like, hey, don't let anybody know you are an initiate with this guild.
I rarely talk to people anyway.
Can I see if he's telling the whole truth?
Yeah, you can incite him.
Do I need to roll anything?
21.
Roll deception at advantage.
So twice. 5.
Do you want to use a
Fate die?
to conceal your knowledge?
I don't think I want to use it yet. So I'll tell him.
Okay. So tell him the full story then.
We gotta walk over to this corner, and I'm gonna whisper it to
What do
you.
you got?
I'll be
Make
right
sure
back.
the bird's not watching.
Yeah, the bird's on his shoulder.
I walk over to your friend. Friend?
So you gotta walk over. So,
I just kinda look
5,000
away.
Zentaros just got slaughtered at one of the encampments. And that is the reason why. I just think would keep me alive when we were in the guild.
Do you know why they got
No,
slaughtered or how?
I don't know why. It just happened, we just got word.
Happened overnight. Just
Oh yeah, it happened. Massive slaughter.
about 5,000 Zentarum were slaughtered.
Okay. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe we should check on them.
Nah.
Alright. So right now, I mean, that's probably the end of the conversation. So You guys start. Guessing you guys are now heading out. So as you guys leave, Calm, the kind of like the guild city, basically. You guys. How are you leaving? Are like some of you in the carriage, or a couple?
He's gonna drive the carriage. Me and the main quest man are gonna be in the carriage. You two can get the extra horses.
Fair enough.
Okay, so you guys two are riding on the horses. Then
After
you.
today, everything turned out for you two.
Yeah, you guys are basically in the carriage. Are you sitting like up there, or are you like on the back of the carriage, or where are you at in the carriage? Both of you, Gradle and Alistair.
On the front, in the front.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're sitting with.
Me.
Have you told people your name?
No,
Actually, no, I
he
haven't.
hasn't.
Okay.
I'm just slave. I'm just Dobby.
All right.
Regardless, that one bad person,
All right.
that one useless person.
All right. I'm gonna do DM rule that you know his name.
Oh.
Because it makes it easier for connections and people talking to each other. So you guys know him as Psych. But so Gradle sitting next to Psych. Are you sitting up with Psych too?
Yeah, I'll just sit with them.
Okay,
Then
so there's
I'll-
3 people in the top of the carriage basically, and then you closed kind of the latch of the door and the
Yeah.
carriage.
Sit
Okay.
there.
All right. So are you guys riding in front of the carriage, or one in front and one behind, or how are we doing? Or two behind, or?
You want to do one in front, one behind?
I think we can both go in front.
Yeah, okay.
Or actually,
If we get snuck up on,
yeah,
That's what I was thinking.
we already
Rusty
been
reaches
robbed.
around.
I think we'd rather have both of us in behind, and then Archimedes is going to be flying 100 feet ahead of us.
Okay.
Just keeping an
Fair
eye.
Stuff. Okay.
Can I have my equipment on, like my bow and my arrows?
You have no.
like, right
I
next to
have
me?
the bow.
Are you giving him
No,
back?
I'm not giving
Okay.
him the bow back because I don't have a weapon now.
Sounds like
You said you didn't need a weapon.
You're right. I still got my stone. Push comes to shove, you can use, but I want it now. It's punishment.
So like in a fight, you will have nothing, and then you have to use an action to give him the bow.
Okay.
Okay. Prequeling, just letting you know.
Are you taking all my equipment? Or are you
No, I
just
just have the weapon.
You have the arrows. He has the bow.
Oh, let's see. Do I have a dagger still?
No.
Still have a dagger.
No, everything is gone.
gone.
I have removed most of your weapons, and
I thought
also
I took the arrows when I took the bow.
you have the arrows.
Oh.
No. He has the arrows.
Oh.
You just took the bow and
I just
smacked
took
it.
the bow.
Yeah, you whacked him.
No, I can't. Yeah, you get whacked.
I'm gonna take like 3 arrows. Okay, he gave me the.
All right.
Very cool.
Make sure you put them on your person.
Alright, cool.
Do I have his backpack?
No, it's in the carriage.
It's in the carriage.
Removing it.
Well, no, keep it on. Just keep the backpack on, so I know. Or you have your equipment inside your character sheet. Jared.
Like what's left?
Yes.
Yeah, the backpack, the common clothes.
Okay, then that's fine.
Yeah,
You can get rid of whatever.
It's a longbow.
Yeah. Anyways, so you guys, Archimedes doesn't really see anything. It just seems like a well-worn road. And you guys know the southern encampment is in the forest. So how are you guys proceeding? Are you going to just head east? Or are you going to go north? Or are you going to like try and go south? You guys come to like a kind of fork in the road, basically. Kind of splits into 3 angles. One of the signposts is kind of very, very worn in the eastern direction. The southern direction is as worn as, it's like Calm's basically, this has been traveled so much and has been weathered. Nobody has been taking care of the signpost really.
I think going south is right.
But north, it just says Northern Hold.
We know we know the fight is coming from the south. So I don't think going south is correct. It's just me. Any other opinions?
I thought they were coming from the north.
I thought they were fighting to the north.
They're fighting to the north.
Oh, they're fighting to the north.
Yeah, they're fighting to the north.
So remember, this has been So you guys been in your training and everything for about a couple months and everything. And this has been going on for almost a year, where he's like halfway through the continent. Yeah. So like he's halfway through the continent and kind of making his way to the North Keep to claim it.
Oh,
So he
okay.
can have claim over the exiled lands to the far south and the Northern Hold.
The world, basically.
El Mundo.
And Thune Thune is in the High Moors, which is basically the High Moors are just just around. I would say a little bit of length under the Northern Hold, basically. It is in some rough areas, but it's kind of northeast of the Northern Hold. Like Northern Hold is straight just north, and like it's just Frosty Peak after Frosty Peak after Frosty Peak, and it's just straight north into the kind of like icelands up there. Different from the exile lands where it's just deserts.
Well, we're currently trying to get your all shit back. So where did they go again?
The way we left.
What?
When you turn around.
Southern Forest. It's about a week away.
Yeah, we left it anyways without getting the stuff back. That's why I was asking.
So we gotta
for
go
help.
south to get our stuff.
Go back.
No. So you guys are heading on that road. There's just a fork in the road. So like you can go south.
I thought the dudes that took the stuff went to.
So we can take a direct route, or we can take like a scenic route.
Routes. Yeah. So it's basically
Do we
like
know which
they're.
one, do we like know from our experiences around this part what would be the safest route?
So Calm is like, so think of Calm being the West Coast city, right? And then you have the Northern Hold that's like way up here. The High Moors are right here. Dragathron's army is kind of like in the majority of the middle section, so like just shy of Calm, like in the middle of it right now. And some of his army has already branched out to the northern, realms to try and succeed in areas. That's why they're just encampments. They're not really the base army, right? So he's just taken kind of over the capital in the middle. But he's been at war with Thune and Taliara, like just constantly trying to fight over the middle section of the world. And the southern encampment is where they were heading to try and get to the main part of the army, not the small encampments.
Can we catch them before they get there?
They left that night, so
We're 8 hours behind.
yeah.
Can we go get our shit? I think it'll help everybody in the long run.
Lead the way. Lead the way.
Lead the way, slave.
I was asleep.
I wouldn't trust him.
Yeah, yeah, I know. That's why his name is Dobby.
At least I didn't roll a 7 on wisdom.
Alright, so we're gonna head
In that direction?
Yeah.
Okay. So you kind of go off the beaten path, not on the southern road,
Yeah.
not even the east part. You're kind of like off a very, very beaten path, going through like a kind of a valley and stuff like that. But your owl is still looking. It is an owl. It doesn't really have very good.
It has good eyesight.
It has good eyesight, but it's, nocturnal being if it wants to try and kill anything. But I'll have you roll for your owl. Straight roll for a perception roll.
Pull him up real quick.
I'm gonna cast invocation.
What are you searching for?
I'm summoning Kaba. Every time.
Every time, just summoning Macabre.
Something creative becomes useless.
I'd
Just
have
like-
to banish you and a dark monster to summon it.
just like Dobby.
Alright, so the owl
Dobby is
has
useful. Right.
advantage on sight checks.
Okay.
So yeah. 6.
Okay. He doesn't see anything out of the usual. And I mean, I'm guessing you're seeing through it.
Yes.
Okay. I will either A, you can take that roll, or B, I roll the fate die.
I'm scared of that fate dice. So no.
Okay.
We'll just take it.
So you don't see anything. You're just traveling south, basically. And as you guys kind of keep going, it's about midday, more or less. It's been I would say about a good 6 hours. So it's just high sun in the sky. You
We're not
guys,
shaded by the forest or anything?
no, you are going through like fields and a valley, and like there's some forest off to the side, but there's not. You weren't going through them. You're kind of like off a beaten path. So think of like a country road, right, or a dirt road.
Yeah.
Other than a dirt road, you see some cart path, but it doesn't look like a cart path. It looks like it's been there, but like also it's just been like shuffled around, like the forestry growing over it, or just So it's like spotty. It's like, oh, it continues over there. Oh, it continues over there. Oh, like you're just
Okay.
yeah. I need somebody's highest survival check.
Somebody's highest survival check?
Yes.
Not me.
I'm a plus.
Are we all
4.
making a survival?
Somebody highest survival check, and then somebody can give that person advantage.
I'm plus 30.
Plus 4.
I have a plus 2.
She's plus 4.
What does he say?
Plus 2.
What's yours?
Trying to get to it, but
Oh, it might be higher than mine.
I'm
It's got a lot
gonna
of high
say.
stats.
He's a ranger.
Yeah, yours is plus 5.
So you
Alright.
give me your advantage then. Since
Yeah,
you did that.
sure. Yeah. All right. So roll a d20 plus.
If you want to.
So two
It
d20s.
doesn't matter which one.
Two d20s plus your
I mean,
5.
it doesn't matter.
Oh.
2, 3.
Maybe we shouldn't judge it.
Would you like to roll the fate die? Okay. You guys.
scared of the fate
We
die.
all die.
You guys
Use the
can.
fate die.
No.
Sorry, I don't understand.
You continue on this well-worn path for some time. You don't see anything out of the usual, and you keep going. Just gonna be like, oh, there it continues over there. There it continues over there. Another 2 hours go by. Roll a survival again.
Advantage
You guys
again.
want to fucking die. 3.
With
You get
advantage.
advantage. Everything
Better.
advantage on this. Don't use this.
Hold it up for me.
9.
Plus 5.
40.
So apparently you were turned around. You guys kind of went eastward instead of southern. You're just like, oh, that's why the sun's that way.
And who's the navigator here?
Down
Okay.
syndrome human.
So you turn back around and you're like, there's the path. We're gonna go that way.
Who I said that?
Yes.
Yeah, you should, bitches.
Alright, cool. He found the right path.
Yeah, but you were driving
No
this
damage.
entire time though.
No damage.
You guys gotta get that fly off of me. I swear it's bugging me.
Minus 1.
Do I gain health when you hit me?
No. I need another survival check.
No, you rolled better on the table.
Would you give me that?
With advantage.
Advantage, you get 4.
7 plus
Plus
5.
5. So
12.
okay. All right. So you're still on the good beaten path.
Can we change advantage? He's got plus 5.
You can chain into your owl though to try and do a perception check.
Chain my spell card?
Yep.
What kind of check is this? Just
Perception.
Pidgeotto, I choose you.
Is it like a sight-based thing?
Yeah. So yeah, that's advantage.
18.
Okay. He can see far away, and he's like, you basically can see some like smotherings of smoke, basically in that direction. And you can see it, and then as you see it, you kind of know where that point's at, and you're continuing on that road. So then all of you kind of, I'm guessing that you're kind of like, oh hey guys, like it's you kind of get your horse up to where then like
He's kind of pointing us this way, and I'm like,
no, it's that way. That way. All right.
0 damage.
0 damage.
But you see that the smoke has kind of been billowing for a bit, and it's kind of now more or less white. It's not really any like dark anymore. It's kind of. It looks like it's been going out. But you start heading that direction. So basically, you guys are on the road, and you start seeing the smolderings of the campfire that's been going out. You kind of get into like a little bit of the foresty area from like a meadow part, and you start getting into. You start seeing like there was an encampment that looked like the tent's gone because it looks, kind of like the remains of somebody's been here. There's a couple logs that were around the fire and everything, but there's nothing here now. Does anybody want to try and investigate?
I'll try.
Anybody want to try and give him advantage?
yeah, I'll
What do we give advantage?
Just say I'm giving my investigation advantage too.
I'll give him.
Okay, so that means nobody has to roll other than that one person. That's what it kind of means. Or people can roll individual ones to see if they can glean anything better than the other person. That's what it basically means. Do you trust that person, or do you want to do it
I mean,
individually?
I'm +3. Not terrible. But
I'm +3.
I'm a plus
For
5.
sure.
He's a
Dylan's +5.
On investigation? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
that makes
So we're gonna give
Yeah,
him
just
advantage.
give, just give
Why don't
we
we
give
give him?
advantage.
Yeah,
We'll give Dylan advantage.
All right, Dylan,
Give Dylan
investigate.
something to do.
One Mr.
Is there a
Quentin.
fire that was burning or no? Are they?
It's more like ash. So you're just trying to investigate the surroundings of the campfire. So it's just like you roll a d20 plus your 5, but you have advantage, so roll 2 d20s.
Okay.
We believe.
We got a 19 plus 5, so it's 24.
Okay. That was with your advantage roll?
Yes, it's 24 total.
Okay, cool. So basically, as he investigates, he kind of goes around and looks at kind of like the footprints and everything. The fire is very dull and not hot anymore. It kind of was about maybe 4 or 5 hours ago that it was good. So it seems like somebody left for a while, and there was like 2 tents, and it seems to be 2 horse tracks as well.
Do we know which way they went?
Yes. So it continued south, kind of along that well-worn path.
We continuing south.
keep going.
All right. All right. Cool. I need a survival check, and then I need a perception check after he's done with the survival.
So you can roll it twice.
Remember, advantage.
Survival?
Yep.
And then +3, +5, +5.
Yeah, so.
No,
12,
17.
17.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. So 17, yeah, you're fine. You're knowing on the path, and you're diverging to make sure everybody's safe, so you're fine.
7.
He sees nothing.
Dumb.
He's distracted by another mouse.
But it is another 2 hours, so now you guys are starting to feel a little bit tired. It's been about an 8 hours journey, almost 10 hours now. So,
So can I rip it and go way back now?
if you guys want to continue for another 2 hours to try and search. So there'll be another survival, another perception.
We need to keep going to gain ground.
Yeah.
Alright, so another survival, and this time it'll be straight,
12.
and then it'll be perception. Because you're familiar, it would also be straight regardless of advantage. Because you guys are getting tired.
So only one.
It would just be one die.
17.
Okay, so 17 here, and 17 here.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys are still on the beaten path. Your guys are kind of catching up. You're making good time and speed. Your owl does see kind of people on 3 people on horses, 2 horses to be exact, kind of staggered about, and they're going into like more of this wooded area, and then like a lot of trees are starting to kind of seal your view in a way. You can't really see too much as they're going through because your owl is kind of going over the tops of the trees, and so it's kind of getting hazier and hazier and hazier as the forest gets thicker.
Well, it seems we found them.
But it seems to be about another hour or two to get to them.
Well, shall we keep trekking on, boys, or do we want to take a rest? And
Right, if we take a rest, how much ground do we lose?
well, it seems like they're still going, so we should.
That's up to this.
If we want to catch up to them, we should keep.
Might be a good idea to like try to like stay with them and
Yeah.
then like wait for them to camp. And then
Okay.
maybe-
Yeah.
So-
that's what I was thinking. That's what I was
Yeah.
wondering.
So this time I will end it now here. But all of you have to take a point of exhaustion because you are continuing.